What's going on, everybody? Back again, and today we're going over part 2 of our boss farming guide, Fighting Death today. This is one of the ones that I like a little bit. I don't know, it's a bit more interesting, to me at least. But yeah, before we get into that, I am on a Marauder, because I did die. I lost the freaking Kogurasumaru. It's big sad. But yeah, so here we are. This is the gear. I did have a couple pieces, so I bought the chest piece. So we're rocking the Juggernaut set. Still, I mean, very lacking in the weapon department, but it's enough for Inferno where we're at right now. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And just to give you a quick glimpse of the passives. This is by no means your best. This is just what I'm running right now. Just like running the chain traps just for help in the clear, pulls everything together even more for heavy ball, and proccing heavy balls, entirely during this. Ideally, we'll get our cooldown capped out, and hopefully that'll be almost 100% uptime, which would be great then. And then just adding in that right there, passive proc. So the damage should be much higher once we get a weapon too, but for now it's still getting through Inferno just fine. So it'll be able to, benefit from this boss farming still nonetheless. So yeah, we're going to Frozen Lands. And your strategy for finding the dungeon is going to be just the same in Act 1, through all the way to Act 6. You're kind of going to want to run a quick circle. Maybe it's right next to it, but at least, you get the walls. But as you can see, before we even finish the circle, it's right next to it. So then I'm firstly going to peek here, because that spot right there where the door hap is this time, that's like the most common spot that the door will be in. If it's not there, you would then run over here and check up here. But I mean, technically, I think that little nook there, I think you can see that door if it's there before you even get up there. And then you would just see that the door would be right there. Those are the 3 spots that I know of that the door spawns in. But I would say it's at least 50-60% of the time the door is just here. So for the second one, I go down over here. And check this, and basically there could be a door here, or there could be a door here, and you can kind of see them both when you get down into this spot. And since they're not there, we're going to go up, and the door will be right here. So those are the 3 spots that the door could be in for the second floor here. And for the last floor, I just do a quick pop down on this side, and it's there. Otherwise, if it's not there, then it will be here, or it could be over in that corner as well. But I always just pop down the right side first. This is just a little bit less time if it's not there than opposed to if you go all the way over here and then it ends up being over here. One of the reasons why I took a liking to this dungeon is because I've just gotten so much more used to this one now. But the dungeon run itself to the boss feels one of the shortest runs. Obviously I think it would just depend on how fast you're going in general, but this one has been one of the ones that I've just taken a liking to. I generally will clear out all the mobs in here just because there's a lot of champion mobs. It's the same as the void portals. When you see those are worth doing. Now the reason why a lot of people don't like this boss, if you're familiar with it, is because the end effect of the... oops. So don't press that button. I don't know if it's ever safe, really, but... Crazy grapple, not worth doing. But so this takes a second, but I just jump it and then chill until it's done. We just go hands off the keyboard, take a sip of water, whatever you're having to drink, just wait it out and then attack the center. And couldn't figure that one out for the longest time. I'm like, how do you get him that his scythe will just bounce there and bounce there and bounce there? You have to like auto attack his scythe to get the fight to end. But yeah, that's the run. So we'll do it in quick form now. Not playing it slow. And I was able to spot it. You can kind of tell. This one, see, finding the map is so quick for me. Oh yeah, and see, we could see the door down here. How quick we're on the map too. Marauder's definitely not the fastest though. It does not compare to Demon Slayer at all. But I mean, I gotta give it a chance more because I don't even have a weapon yet. So once I get a weapon, hopefully things will feel a little bit better. And we'll see what I end up sticking to, how much I end up sticking to this. I ended up just getting on this because it already had some levels in it, and after dying on the Demon Slayer, I was a little demoralized. So I just went for the level 67 character that was a lot easier to get to 100 and less daunting of a restart. So yeah, as you can see, that was a quick... I mean, to me it feels quicker than all of the other bosses in terms of how long it takes you to get here. And generally, if I've ever been farming bosses with friends where everybody does their... you all get in the same game, and then each person runs to a different boss, and then you put portals down, and you go together and kill each boss together. I'm generally the first person done if I'm doing this map. It just seems like this one is one of the faster ones. Yeah. I usually let one go down and jump it. But I mean, it's not going to kill you. You could probably just walk through it. This is with, I mean, I do have 107k reduction right now, so it might differ for you, but generally, if you're just an Inferno 1, that shouldn't be giving you too much trouble. And there's our Death Sigil, dropped one. So that's the version of the map fragment. Oops, missed a diamond chest there, but that's the map fragment for Uber Damien, which is what we're going to be doing after we finish out all these bosses. So Death Sigil, yeah, that's the fragment for the Act 2 boss. So we have the Gurg's Heart we talked about, and Death Sigil here. I don't know if I have... I think those, yeah. You could tell I farmed these ones much more than I have all the other bosses, so I have a few of theirs, and none of the others. But I'll buy them if I have to get the run recorded for you guys so you can see what that's all about. But yeah, that's gonna be Act 2 farming, so you're just gonna, those strategies that I talked about in terms of where you want to look for doors is how you're gonna get through it faster and get just more raw rubies stacked up and have a little bit more efficiency in your ruby gains, especially with it trade not being as ideal right now. It makes it a little nicer to be able to get some raw rubies a little bit faster. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you found it informational and entertaining to some degree, and I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.